Hey everyone, Anders here with another video. Today we are going to talk about this week's Black Desert Global Lab update. According to the notes, today several classes will be receiving balance changes. Alongside these changes introduced today, they're also planning further tweaks to class balance in the near future. Classes such as Mystic, Nova, Valkyrie, and Sorceress are scheduled for additional changes, which will be detailed in next week's Global Lab update. Once this round of balance is complete, a new season of the Guild League will begin. For Warrior, they say that previously Warrior Awakening often required you to pay close attention to skill order and whether all AP increase effects were active in order to pull off stronger skill combos. Now with this update, they've added the all AP increase effects from Greatsword Training and Greatsword Barrier to Chain Heaven's Cleave, so you can focus on your own playstyle without worrying about those conditions. In addition, they've adjusted the defense effect of Charging Thrust, allowing it to serve as an additional option when you need to engage or disengage. Charging Thrust is now a super armor skill instead of a forward guard skill. Chain Heaven's Cleave now has a 32 all AP buff for 10 seconds, which is the same effect as Greatsword Training and Greatsword Barrier. For the next class, they say for Guardian Succession, they've added the new Succession Juggernaut skill to provide a more reliable option when engaging or disengaging in battle. When used in combination with Rock Slide, it allows you to cover a long distance in a short amount of time, giving you more freedom to decide when to go in or when to disengage. They've also adjusted the cooldown and made it quicker to combo into Fierce Disdain from Rock Slide 3, increasing your opportunities to punish openings in the enemy's defenses. Succession Juggernaut has CC immunity, except to grapples, and has a 10% movement speed buff for 10 seconds, as well as a 20 DP debuff on hits for 10 seconds. Rock Slide 1 cooldown is now 15 seconds, and Rock Slide 3 will now link with Fierce Disdain faster than before to prevent any gaps on movement. Next, they say in Drakania Succession, a defining trait is her ability to withstand enemy attacks and stay in the fight thanks to the recover HP effect of Markthanen's Heart. Recently, however, this strength hasn't been fully utilized. To address this, they've increased the survivability of her core defense skill, Prime Markthanen's Scale. Prime Markthanen's Scale DR rate has been increased to 80%. It will also now restore 500 hit points up to 20 times. Her E-buff in Succession Dragon's Fury will now also give 3 Ion stockpiles to more abilities. These are Prime Markthanen's Dominion and Brimbolt Annihilation. Next, they say for Wukong, it's been updated to increase the opportunities to dash toward distant foes while in the Fighting Buddha state. The defense effects for Pierce and Extend now remain active through the end of the attack rather than ending before the attack motion begins. Also, the PvP damage rate in normal state has been increased for players who take advantage of the normal state's faster skill actions compared to the Fighting Buddha state. Extend is now a forward guard while using the skill instead of super armor. The speed of the rotation movement when starting the skill in the normal state has also been changed to be 6% faster. Pierce is now forward guard throughout the skill animation in the Buddha state. PvP damage for non-Buddha state skills have also been increased slightly across the board. For Ranger, they fixed the issue where the cooldown was not applied when using Cold Blade and linking with certain skills from the second hit. Witch and Wizard falling animation when using Magical Evasion on low elevation terrain has been fixed. For Dark Knight, when using Prime Ravage Rake, it will no longer activate when holding down the S key. The increased casting delay for Wusa's Life Lure skill has been corrected. And for Deadeye, the falling animation you get when being hit by someone else in the middle of the From Canary with Love skill animation has been alleviated. For item changes, due to the deletion of some silver embroidered clothing gear in the previous update, the only item that you can exchange for the event silver embroidered lifestyle clothing exchange ticket is the silver embroidered trader's clothes, so the item name and description have been changed. Al's Revelation has been added to towns you can return to when using the Traveler's map in Adania. They added a story about the construction of Olvia Academy. You can see the Olvia Academy under construction northeast of Olvia. With the establishment of this Olvia Academy near the Costa Farm, base battles will no longer take place in the Costa Farm area, and the base at the foot of Mount Termian has instead been added. Tiers for Balanos nodes have also been changed. For Blue Battlefield, according to the notes, during the Blue Battlefield trial period, they were glad to see players from many guilds working together and taking part in the battles. The Blue Battlefield trial period will end with next week's maintenance on the live servers, and the official update will follow. Ahead of that, they've quickly applied a portion of the feedback they received during the trial period by adding and improving several elements. As for ship balance, they will continue to collect data and review feedback so they can make careful adjustments over time. They improved the visibility of the UI button that moves to the dock when a ship is destroyed during Blue Battlefield. The default gun angles of the Guild Galley and improved Guild Galley have been adjusted for improved performance. You can now move in the upwards direction at a max of 40 degrees instead of 30 and 20 degrees left and right instead of 15. The buff effect that can be obtained when winning Blue Battlefield has been increased, 25 more mastery and 10% more life XP boost. A return function has been added when Blue Battlefield ends, and upon returning you will be transported to the vicinity of the Velia Village Pier. You can no longer participate in occupation battles by occupying the Blue Battlefield fort, and when Blue Battlefield is in progress, the penalty for being a pirate with negative karma will no longer be applied on that server. In other words, you can now participate in Blue Battlefield even if you are a negative karma pirate, and no penalty will be applied to you. The only limitation is that you can only revive at the Kuwait Islands dock by using the dock movement UI button when your ship is destroyed. And lastly, for UI changes, when you kill all the moles that appear during farming, a message will now appear saying you can no longer feel the presence of moles once you've cleared them all out. That's all for the Global Labs updates this week. This weekend, I should have more Ion 2 videos uploaded on the channel as well. If you're interested, like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.